Hello, my people. Welcome once again to Daily Mind Shift. My name is Minister Mike. My name is Michael Ojuola from Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want to talk about something profound, and it is about your compass in chaos. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. A personal philosophy written clearly becomes a compass during confusion and temptation. A personal philosophy written clearly becomes a compass during confusion and temptation. I'm so grateful you've chosen to spend this moment with me, investing in the most valuable asset you possess, and that is yourself, your mind, and your inner world. So today we are going to talk about something profoundly simple, yet I believe it is incredibly powerful. Something that when you cultivate, when you develop, it can literally change the course of your life, steering you through the roughest seas and the darkest night. We are talking about your personal philosophy. Now, life, my friends, is not always a sun-drenched, calm ocean. It is not. It is far from it. We all encounter storms of confusion, where the path ahead seems obscured by a thick, impenetrable fog. Storms of temptation, where the siren song of instant gratification or the easy way out tries to pull us off course. These moments are not exceptions. They are inevitable. They are part of the human journey, and how we navigate them determines not just our destination, but the very quality of our journey. The problem for many is that they try to navigate these storms by feeling. They try to make decisions based on their emotions in the moment. They wait for inspiration to strike, or for the fear to subside, or for the temptation to pass. But feelings, as we've discussed before, are fickle. They are like the wind, constantly shifting. They are unreliable. Trying to steer your life by feeling is like trying to sail a ship by the direction of the smoke from its own chimney. It simply won't work. So today we are talking about personal philosophy. A personal philosophy written clearly becomes a compass during confusion and temptation. See, clarity is power. And I want you to write that somewhere. Clarity is power. And a written philosophy is not just a collection of pretty words. It is a navigation instrument. It is the fixed point, the true north, that allows you to chart your course. No matter how turbulent the waters become, you have a personal philosophy that anchors you. So, what exactly do I mean by personal philosophy? See, I'm not talking about some abstract academic treatise that belongs in the university library. No. Your personal philosophy is your operating system for life. It is the set of core beliefs, values, and principles that guide your decisions, that shape your actions, and ultimately they define who you are and what you stand for. It is your internal constitution, your personal code of conduct. It is the invisible architecture of your character, made visible through conscious articulation. See, many people have values. They might say, I have honesty, or I believe in hard work, and that is a good start. It is like having a general sense of direction. But that is a profound difference between, there is a profound difference between having values and having a clearly written philosophy. Having values is like having a general idea of where you want to go, perhaps a vague sense of north. Having a written philosophy, on the other hand, is like having a detailed map, complete with landmarks, alternative routes, potential hazards, and a clear, undeniable destination. It is the difference between a whisper and a declaration, between a fleeting thought and a foundational truth. Why is the clearly written part so crucial? Because, see, the act of writing forces clarity. It forces you to articulate, to define, to commit to something that is profound. When a thought remains only in your head, it is fluid, it is malleable, it is easily influenced by the latest emotion or external pressure. It can be twisted, rationalized, or forgotten in the heat of the moment. But when you commit to paper, you commit that thought to paper, it gains substance, it becomes concrete. It becomes a reference point you can return to, a standard you can measure yourself against. It is the difference between a vague intention and a firm, unshakable declaration. It is the process of taking the ethereal and making it real, tangible, and actionable. So let's talk a little bit about the compass and confusion. We've all been there, haven't we? Standing at a crossroad, faced with a decision that feels monumental, where every option seems equally appealing or equally terrifying. Perhaps it's a career change that promises great reward but demands great risk. Maybe it's a relationship dilemma that tugs at your heart and challenges your conviction. Or a significant financial investment that could secure your future or jeopardize your present. The noise of external opinions, friends, family, social media, the internal chatter of the doubt, the sheer weight of the unknown, it can be absolutely paralyzing. This is what we call decision fatigue. When you lack a clear internal framework, my people, every decision, no matter how small, becomes an exhausting battle, draining your mental and emotional reserves. But when you have a clearly written personal philosophy, this moment of confusion will transform you. All right, instead of asking what should I do and getting lost in the totally labyrinth of pros and cons, you ask a more powerful, more direct question. What does my philosophy dictate? If your philosophy states, for example, I will always choose growth over comfort, then a career opportunity that offers significant challenge and learning, even if it is uncomfortable and demands you step outside your familiar zone, immediately becomes the clear path. The decision is no longer about fear versus security. It is about alignment with your deepest principle. If your philosophy states, I will always act with integrity, even when no one is watching, especially when it is inconvenient, then a tempting shortcut that comprises your ethics immediately becomes a non-option. The path of integrity, though perhaps harder, is the only path available to you. Your philosophy doesn't make the decision for you, but it illuminates the path. It provides the criteria, the guiding stars by which you can evaluate your options. It cuts through the noise and brings you back to your core. It is like having a trusted advisor, always calm, always wise, always reminding you of who you truly are and what you truly stand for, right there in your pocket, ready to offer counsel. It is the voice of your inner self, of your higher self, speaking clearly and calmly above the clamor of external pressures and internal doubt. And then there is temptation. There is temptation. It is the whisper of the easy way, the allure of instant gratification, the promise of a quick fix. Temptation is simply a short-term impulse fighting a long-term intention. It is the desire for the cookie right now, battling the long-term goals of health and vitality. It is the urge to procrastinate and scroll endlessly, battling the long-term goal of accomplishment and meaningful contribution. And in the heat of the moment, when our willpower is low, when we are tired, stressed, or emotionally vulnerable, temptation can feel overwhelmingly powerful and almost irresistible. But a clearly written personal philosophy acts as a shield. It acts as an anchor. When temptation strikes, you don't have to rely solely on your depleted willpower, which, let's be honest, it is a finite resource. You can refer back to your written principles. For example, if your philosophy includes, I am a person who honors my commitments to myself, especially when it is difficult, then the temptation to skip your planned workout or break your promise to save money loses its grip. It is not just about saying no to the immediate gratification. No, it is about saying a resounding yes to your deeper identity, to the person you have declared yourself to be. It is about reinforcing the self-image you are actively building. Your philosophy becomes the voice of your highest self, speaking clearly, speaking calmly, above the clamor of immediate desire. So, as we go today, I just want to say this. Let me give you a call for action today. Don't overthink this. Don't wait for the perfect words. Just start. Take out a piece of paper or open a document on your computer and write down the first 3 sentences of your personal philosophy. What are your most fundamental beliefs? What is one non-negotiable value? What kind of person are you committed to be? Just 3 sentences.